Welcome once again to our series of brief video tutorials on finding, writing, and citing. In this series, we demonstrate how to use Refworks, a cloud-based reference management tool which all members of the WMU community are licensed to use. See the first video in the Refworks series for instructions on how to access your Refworks account. In our other videos, we demonstrated the various ways to get your citations into Refworks. In this video, we want to show you how you can take advantage of Refworks projects and folder features to help you keep your references organized, and how to use the folder sharing features to collaborate with other researchers. So let's go to Refworks. If you've logged in, chances are the first page you will see will be this All Documents, which is literally every citation you have in this particular project, which we'll show in a minute. Next you see Search Databases. I really don't recommend using this. It's only PubMed, which the library does not subscribe to, and Library of Congress, which will only get you books that are in the Library of Congress. We have much better discovery tools, and we have already demonstrated how you can export from those discovery tools, such as the Library Discovery Service, ScienceDirect, etc., and get those citations directly in. So I wouldn't even bother with trying to discover materials here. Last imported will just show you everything you've been importing or adding in one way or another until you move it to another folder. We're going to skip the sharing right now and go to those folders. As you can see, you can have things in distinct folders to help you get organized. You can create a folder. Let's rename that. Which you can do. You can also create a whole hierarchy here by creating subfolders. We won't bother with that in this case, but let's go back to our last imported. Let me grab several things. I can select all, or I can select a few, right? And then assign to a folder. And I want to go to my library class, and there we are. Okay, so that's how you move things to folders. Now, I mentioned sharing. We already have a few folders that have been shared with colleagues at the World Maritime University, so you can see those here. See, a couple of professors have shared what they've got here. I've got all of the dissertations since 2010, I think, listed here. All right, now how do you go about sharing a folder? Well, simply click the Share folder, choose the folder. I want to do my library class, and notice the options here. You can have anyone within the organization, WMU.SE, read the content, or you can limit it to specific people, such as your partners, whoever you're collaborating with in writing your dissertation. If you do that, then you specify the individual email address, and you can also say this person can add notes, or this person can actually modify the bibliography itself, add, delete, edit the bibliographic entries. This create public URL is kind of interesting. I won't demonstrate that, but you're welcome to play with that on your own. But that's for someone who doesn't even have a Refworks account. You can email that, and it will give them a list of your citations from that particular folder. So anyway, we're going to share this folder. I'm going to go ahead and invite it, anyone within the organization, and voila. Now, how do we even know that that's been shared? Well, let's organize by project then. So I go to Manage Projects, and I'm going to switch from my Untitled, and you saw I already had one called My Dissertation. You can rename the project or delete it. Not much else you can do with that, but let's go ahead and create a new project. Okay. Now let's call it, kind of redundant here. All right. So let's go to the project, and you will see that we're going into all documents, but there's nothing because it's based on projects. So if you go to last imported, there's nothing. You go to folders, we have no folders. Okay, but if we go to sharing, we can see I just created this, so now I join, and voila, I am able to see the folders right? Library class. There we go. So now that's become one of my folders, and I can do what I need to do here. All right, that's how you stay organized in Refworks. We will have further videos on how to use Refworks for what it's most intended for, which is creating bibliographies and for reference citations. But at this point in our series of classes, we are emphasizing how to collect data and just keep it in the right format and keep it organized. The bibliography creation is really the end of your process when you're finished writing, and of course the citation is in your composition phase, which is what we're going to do after we finish this sort of data collection phase. Okay, well, thank you for your time, and I hope this has been helpful.